much. This is Joshua coming at you today. What's up? So, I had a thing I wanted to talk to you about. There's this video I have that very few people have seen, and I think the reason is because it's super long. But it was one of the coolest teachings I had on well, I thought it was one of the most pertinent teachings I had on here, and I was kind of disappointed that it did so poorly. So I'm going to redo it, and basically it's about why sin is evil. A lot of people are like, "Whoa, sin is evil," blah blah blah, and nobody ever really questions why it's evil. Okay, nobody ever thinks about, okay, why does God consider sin evil? A lot of people think that sin is evil just because God says it's evil, and He's just using it as an excuse to punish people or to hurt people or to whatever, to be mean, and in all honesty, that is not the case. The problem is that the devil owns this world. He owns this world and everybody in it. And we have to control our thinking. We have to control our thoughts. We have to control our minds, so that way when we humble ourselves to God, that even in this world of distraction and sin, we've strengthened ourselves to the point where we be vessels for God, and therefore we have everlasting life. And then in the world to come, the life everlasting, we will live forever in the glory and the presence of God. Okay? Sin is evil because it distracts us from this goal. Okay? The devil uses everything in our world as little hooks in our flesh. Anything that we care about, anything that we love, anything that we're obsessed with or dwell on or whatever that comes from this world is just a hook in the flesh. Whether it be money, fame, influence, family, friends, church, whatever. Anything that you care about in this world is used as a hook in the flesh. Now the thing is that every time we try and get closer to God, the devil will then pull on the leads that are attached to these hooks in the flesh, and we flinch and react and pull back and separate ourselves to separate us from God. This is where sacrifice comes in. And sacrifice is a necessary component of your faith. Because what happens is when you sacrifice something, you are putting that thing that is of this world as less of a priority than God. Jesus Christ said, "I have not come to bring peace but to divide. Your enemy shall be of your own household. Two shall be against the three, and three shall be against the two. If you do not hate your mother or father or sister or mother or more than me, then you are not worthy of me." The world is evil. The world is full of sin. And sin is those hooks in the flesh to pull you away from God. And every time we try and get closer to God, the devil pulls back on these things. And the only way to escape these hooks in the flesh is to rip them out. And I'm going to tell you something. You rip out a hook in the flesh, it hurts a lot. But we have to prioritize. We have to figure out what is the most important thing to me. How much do I truly have faith in God? How much do I believe in the Word of God? How much do I know without a shadow of a doubt that I have this everlasting life? If I know and believe that I will have an everlasting life, then I have to be willing to sacrifice everyone and everything I care about so that I can attain that eternal reward. The hooks in the flesh are painful. And the deeper they are, the harder they are to pull out. And the only way you can pull them out is just to fight against it. To let go of the thing that is pulling you back. And the devil will use everything in this world to do it. And this is why it says we have to take no thought for tomorrow shall take care of itself. It says all over Acts to give up everything that you own and give to others so that have your rewards in heaven. Store not your treasures upon the earth, where the moth, rust, and thieves do not come break through and steal. But store up your treasures in heaven. Whatever you ask for in secret, God shall reward thee openly. But if you ask openly, you've already received your reward. Does this mean that God won't bless you in this earth now? Yes, He will. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. And then that's in this lifetime. However, you have to be willing to sacrifice everything first. And if you can put yourself in the position where all you're doing is meditating on the law day and night, you will be more than abundantly blessed. I'm Joshua, and this is Why is Sin So Evil? And I hope you have a blessed day. You have a great one. Take it easy. Oh, I love God because I love virtue, justice, and salvation. And Saturdays, 10 o'clock, we have to live stream. Come on down with all your questions. It'll be great. Take it easy. What's up?